Hello, everybody. This is Oliver. This is the MathWiz channel. This is a continuation video of the video we did last time. Last time we did practice A of the Larson book. We're learning Algebra 1 and lesson 1.1. And as you can see on my screen here, this is what we did last time, practice A. And now today we're going to do practice B. Okay. All right, so let's start. Evaluate the expression. There are 12 expressions that we have to evaluate. So the first one is y plus 12 when y equals 29. So what this means is we have to substitute 29 for y as we've been doing just like last time. So this is 29 plus 12. Which is, we can do it on the side here, 29 plus 12, and then 9 plus 2, that's 11, so 1, and 1 we remember. 2 plus 1 is 2, and the one we remember is 30, 2 plus 1 is 3, and the one we remember is 41, okay? So this is 41, and that's the solution for number 1, okay? Next one is 47 minus x when x is 38. So we substitute 38 for x. So this becomes 47 minus 38, or that is 9, right? So this is how we do it, 47 minus 38. So 7 minus 8 doesn't fit. So we do 17, so we borrow 1 from the 4. So 17 minus 8 is 9. Now 4 is not really 4, now it's 3 because we took 1. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Okay, so we don't write the 0. So this is 9. So 9 is the solution for number 2. All right, next one is 0.8 times a, and a is 7.5. So let's do it on the side here. So we're going to do 0.18 times 7.5. So when we multiply, we have to multiply 5 with each number. So 5 times 8 is 40. 0 and 4, we remember. 5 times 0 is 0, and the 4 we remember is 40. Then we do the same thing with 7. So first 7 times 8 is 56. So 6 and 5 we remember. 7 times 0 is 0, and the 5 we remember is 5. Now we just have to add these two. So 0, 0, 4 and 6 is 10. 0 and 1 we remember. 5 and the 1 we remember is 6. Now there's one decimal place, and here one decimal place, that's 2, right? So one decimal place here, one decimal place here, that's 2 decimal places. So we have to do 1, 2 decimal places. So here, right here is the period or the decimal point. So this is 6.0 or just 6, okay? So 6 is the solution for number 3. Okay, let's do number 4. So number 4 is 12.5 plus 7.6. Let's do it here on the side. So it's 12.5 plus 7.6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 and 1 we remember. 2 plus 7 is 9. And the 1 we remember, 10. 0 and 1 we remember. So 1 right here plus the 1 we remember is 2. So this is 20.1. So 20.1 is the solution for number 4. Okay. Then number 5 is R, which is 8.1 times 4.6. And we can do this on the side as well. So I'm going to go a little bit to the right here. So 8.1 times 4.6, and we do the same thing. 6 times 1, and then 6 times 8. So 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 8 is 48. And then we do the same thing here. 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 8 is 32. Now, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause, try to do these problems on your own, and then compare the solution to the solution that I come up with, and to make sure that it is correct. And then, or you can always rewatch the video on your own, okay? Again, all right, so 6, so this is 6, 8 plus 4 is 12, 2 and 1, 4 plus 2 is 6, and the 1, 7, and this is 3, and there's 1 and 1, 2 decimal places, so 1, 2, 2 decimal places, so this is 37.26, so 37.26, that's the solution for number 5. Okay, now I'm not sure if your professor would say, okay, pull out your calculators and don't worry about doing this manually, or I don't know, some professors, some teachers will say, show us your work, then you have to show the work, and then maybe in later classes or later quizzes or exams, they'll let you use the calculator because they know that you know how to do it by hand. But at least you have to understand the inner workings of how you do addition, how you do multiplication, so that you can do it on your own. But you can, in real life, you can use a calculator. All right. Number 6, let's do number 6 on the side here. So this is 6.25. So I'm going to do 6.25 divided by 2.5. Now this is the same thing as 625 divided by 250. Why? Because the decimal, I'm taking the decimal 2 places. So this becomes 625 becomes 6.25 becomes 625 because I took the decimal 2 places to the right. Now when I take the decimal 2 places to the right for the numerator, I have to do the same thing for the denominator. So this would become from 2.5 to 250. Okay, so the decimal came 1, 2. So this is 250.0, for example, right? So any number, like if you have a 5, is the same as 5.0, right? We don't write the decimal dot 0. We just say 5, right? All right. So what is 625 divided by 250? So 625 divided by 250 is not 3 because that would be 750. It's 2 because 2 times 250 is 500. So now we do subtraction, right? So 5 minus 0 is 5, 2 minus 0 is 2, and then 6 minus 5 is 1. Now 125 does not fit in 250, so we have to add a 0 here, but when we add a 0, you have to add a period in your solution, or in the final result here. So this becomes 5 because 5 times 250 is 1250, and that's it. Okay. So the solution is 2.5, and that's 2.5. That's the solution for number 6. And let's go to number 7. Number 7 is division again. That's 54 divided by 0.9. So 54 divided by 0.9, which is the same thing as 540 divided by 9, or that is 6 times 9 is 54, and then there's 0, right? So that's no remainder. So 60 is the solution for number 7. And if you're not sure, you can say, okay, is 60 times 9 540? And yes, it is. So 6 times 9 is 554, and then the 0. So yes, it is correct. Okay. Next one, 62 divided by d, where d is 3.1. So this is the same thing as 620 divided by 31. 62 divided by 31 is 2, and then the 0, right? So 62 divided by 31 is 2, because 2 times 31 is 62, and then there is a 0 here, so we write the 0 down. So it's 20. Okay. Number 9, 4/7 times t, where t is 7/8. 8. So when you're multiplying fractions, and when you have a numerator and a denominator, the same number, those cancel out. So in this case, 7 will cancel out with 7. Okay? And then this is 4/8. Now we simplify the fraction. You can divide top and bottom by 4, and you get 1/2. Or 4 divided by 8 is half, 0.5, or 1/2. So if we divide by 4, numerator and denominator, we get 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 1/2 is the solution for number 9. Okay. Now, I recommend doing these on your own so that you can practice. Practice is always the best with math. At least that's how I learned math. So I just did a lot of problems. Just have to keep working, keep solving problems. Okay, number 10. R, which is 10.2. So it's 10.2 times 8.3. What we have to do here is we have to multiply 3 with every number. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 1 is 3, 8 times 2 is 16. So now we do this 8, right? We do the same thing with 8. So first 8 times 2 is 16, 6 and 1 we remember. 8 times 0 is 0, and the 1 we remember, 1. 8 times 1 is 8. Okay, so this is 6, 6, 4, 8. And there is 1, 2 decimal places. 1, 2 decimal places, so 84.66. So this is 84.66. So let me see if I can make it bigger for you so you can see if I can zoom in. No, I can zoom in. So let me do it here to the ends again. So it's 10.2 times 8.3. So 10.2 times 8.3. So first we are multiplying 3 with every number. So 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 1 is 3. And then 8, we multiply 8 with every number. So 8 times 2 is 16, 6 and 1 we remember. 8 times 0 is 0, and the 1 we remember. 8 times 1 is 8. We just have to sum these up. So 6, and there's nothing there. So 6, 0 plus 6 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4, 8. And now there's 1 decimal place and 1 decimal place. That's 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, this is the decimal. So the number, the final result is 84.66. That's what we got here, 84.66. That's the solution for number 10. Number 11 is 1/2, right? W, 1/2 plus 2/5. Now, when we have a addition and the denominators are different, we have to take a common denominator. Or the easiest is you can multiply the denominator. So 2 times 5 is 10. So if we multiplied the denominator, in this case 2, we multiplied 2 by 5 to get 10. So when we multiply the denominator by 5, we also have to multiply the numerator by 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. And then plus, now here, we multiplied the denominator by 2 to get 10, right? Because 5 times 2 is 10. So in this case, we have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. So this case, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so 5 plus 4 is 9. 9/10 is the result for number 11. Okay. Number 12, n is 12, so this is going to be division again. 12 divided by 2.4, so 12 divided by 2.4, or that's the same as 120. divided by 24. 120 divided by 24, that's 5. Why? Because 5 times 4 is 20, 0 and 2. We remember 5 times 2 is 10, and the 2 we remember is 120. No remainder. 5 is the solution to this problem. Okay. Next one is write the power in words and as a product. So as a product, this would be the base repeated 7 times. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the next one would be 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1, 4 times. And the last one would be x times x times x times x times x, 5 times, right? The exponent tells us how many times the base is multiplied to itself, right? In this case, 5 times, in this case, 4 times, and then in this case, 7 times. That's how we write the power as a product. Now, in words, how would we write this? So this would be, zoom in here. So this would be 8 to the 7th power, right? 8 to the 7th power. Okay, this would be 0.1, or 0.1 can be represented as 1/10. So 1/10, so we can say 1/10 to the 4th power. To the 4th power. Why 1/10? Because 1/10 is the same as 0.1. Okay. And then the last one is x to the 5th power. So this would be x to the 5th power. Okay. And that's number 15. Number 16 is evaluate the power 9 squared, or that is the same as the base multiplied 2 times, 9 times 9, which is 81. Now again, the multiplication tables is something you have to remember. It's what, 100 computations that you have to remember, like 1 times 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4, all the way to 1 times 10, and then you do number 2, 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, that's 2, and then 3, 4, all the way to 10. So it's 100, but most of them, probably half of them, are just very simple, like 1 times any number is the same number. So you automatically know 1. Then 2 is pretty simple as well, and then 10 is pretty simple as well. So 9 times 9, 81. So you have to remember these, you have to practice them, and you have to learn them as soon as possible. First grade, I don't know, maybe kindergarten. You have to, it's so important because you're gonna remember that to the rest of your lives if you really learn it early on when you're small. Okay. Next one is 2 to the 6th. So that's the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 6 times. Okay. So 2 times 2 is 4. So this is 4. And then this is 4. Then this is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16 times 4. What is that? 4 times 6 is 24. So 4 and 2, remember. 4 times 1 is 4, and the 2 we remember 64. So 64 is the solution for number 17. And then number 18, this is the same as 0.4 times 0.4 times 0.4. So something here that you can do, 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. right? And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's 0.064. Okay, something that you can do quickly. So that's the solution for number 18. Number 19, x squared. When x equals 1/5, so this is basically 1/5 times 1/5, or that is 1/25, right? 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 5 is 25. So this is 1/25. Next one is m4th, when m equals 0.6. So these are evaluate the expression, okay? So m to the 4th power, so m is 0.6, so we do 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6 times 0.6. So 6 times 6 is 36, and then there's 1, 2 decimal places, so 1, 2 decimal places, so this is 0.36, and then this is the same 0.36. So 0.36 times 0.36. So let's do that on the side here. So 0.36 times 0.36. So we do 6 first with every number. So 6 times 6 is 36. 6 and 3 we remember. 6 times 3 is 18, and 3 we remember is 21. Then we do the 3, right? So 3 times 6 is 18, 8 and 1 we remember. And then 3 times 3 is 9, and the one we remember is 10. So this is, we just add these up, right? So that's 6. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 0 is 2, and then 1. And then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 decimal places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 0.1296. So this is 0.1296. That's the solution for 20. Next one, 21, is 2 times. Y is 4, so 4/3. So what is 4/3? So this is the same as 2 times. 4/3 would be 4 times 4 times 4. So that is the same as 2 times. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So 2 times 64 is 128. So 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. 128 is the solution for 21. Now, again, when you have multiplication, you can do it in any order. You can do 2 times 4, and then you calculate that, and then whatever you get times 4, then whatever you get times 4. Or in this case, because I have 4 times 4 times 4, I kind of grouped those, and I kind of group these together because it doesn't matter, right? It's multiplication. You can do it in any way. It's the same result. So I did 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. And then I multiplied that by 2, 128. But you can do it, we can do 2 times 4, as I said, that's 8. 8 times 4 is 32, and then 32 times 4 is just 128. So 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 4 is 12. So you get the same result in any way you do the multiplication. Okay, that was 21. Now 22. A side table has interior storage space in the shape of a cube. What is the volume of the storage space if the interior length is 12 inches? Volume. So what is volume of a cube? Remember, cube has width, um, it has 3 dimensions, right? Length, width, and then height. It's 3-dimensional, the cube. So you have to, all the sides, width, length, and height are the same. So you have to get the volume, you have to multiply all 3. So the formula is s to the 3rd, where s is the side. All the sides are equal. So in this case, s is 12 inches. So the formula will be 12 to the 3rd, or the base is 12, the exponent is 3, so that's what we get. And then 12 times 12 is 144. If you do a lot of math, you're gonna learn that 12 times 12 is 144. Maybe something that you need to remember. I don't know. I think it's good to remember that. So it's 144 times 12. And so let's compute this. So again, 2, we multiply 2 with every digit here. So 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 1 is 2, and 1 times 144 is 144. And we have to add these numbers. So it's 8, 2, 8 plus 4 is 12, 2 and 1 that we remember. 2 plus 4 is 6, and the one we remember is 7, 1. And then, yeah, so that is it. So the result is 1728. Since this is volume, the inches are cubed. Okay. So that is number 22. And next one is 23. Playing cards. There are 52 cards in a standard deck of playing cards. You're combining decks of cards so that you can play a game with a large number of people. The expression 52D represents the number of cards in D decks. If you combine 4 decks of cards, how many cards will you have altogether? So the expression is 52D, where D is 4. So this is 52, 52 times 4. So this is the same as 52 times 4. Okay. So 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 5 is 20. So 208 cards. Okay, that's the solution. So, oops. So 208 cards you will have all together if you have 4 decks, because each deck is 52. So 52 times 1 is 52, 52 times 2 is whatever you get, 104, and then 156, and then 208. Okay. 24, sales tax. An item costs $C and 6% sales tax is charged. The total cost including sales tax is given by the expression 1.06C. So 1.06C is the expression. You're buying a skateboard that costs $75. So C is $75. What is the cost of the skateboard including sales tax? Okay, so same thing. That would be 1.06 times C 75. So 75 and whatever we get, right? So let's do it here. So again, same thing, multiplication. 5 times 6 is 30, 0 and 3. We remember 5 times 0 is 0, and the 3 we remember. 5 times 1 is 5, 7, the same thing. Okay, so 7 times 6 is 42, 2 and 4 we remember. 7 times 0 is 0, and the 4 we remember. 7 times 1 is 7, so we just add these up. So 0, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9, and then 7. Now here there's 1, 2, 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, 2 decimal places. So it's 79.5. This is dollars because C was in dollars. This is in dollars, and this is in dollars, and this is the solution. That's how much the skateboard costs with including the sales tax. So you can see here the skateboard is $75, but you're not paying 75, you're paying more than 75, you're paying 79.5. Why? Because there's a sales tax. You know, Uncle Sam has to take his part. And as you can see here, the sales tax is $4.5. Because 79.5 minus 75 is 4.5. So other way you can do this is add the sales tax to the cost of the skateboard. So the skateboard is 75, and then add the sales tax, and the sales tax is 6%. So it's 0.06 times 75. And you're going to end up with the same number, 79.5, which means this has to be $4.5. This is the sales tax. So you can see that 6 times 75 is 5 times 6 is 30, 0 and 3. 6 times 7 is 42 and 3 is 45. So 2 decimal 4.5. Okay, so it is correct. And the last problem here, flower arranging. You're creating a flower arrangement for a friend. The total cost in dollars for one vase and F flowers is given by the expression 8 plus 2.5 F. How much will it cost to make an arrangement with 8 flowers? So F is 8. Okay, so this becomes 8 plus 2.5 times 8. Okay, so how much is 8 times 2.5? Well, what is 2.5 times 4? That's 10. So this would be double, 20, right? So this would be 8 plus 20, or 28 is the final solution. Now, if you're not sure, you can always do the multiplication. So you can always do 2.5 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40, 0 and 4. 8 times 2 is 16, and 4, 20. And then there's one decimal place here, so one decimal place here, so it's 20.0, just 20. Okay, so that's what we got, 20. So 20 plus 8 is 28. That's the final solution. That's how much it's going to cost for 8 flowers. Okay, with that, we're ending this video, and this is the second part, or the second video of this Larson book, lesson 1.1, Algebra 1, and this was the practice B. All right, so if you like this video and you want more of these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, see you next time. Bye.